Well, welcome back to another edition of The Morning View.
Karim Adeyemi's name has popped up from German media. Man United potentially looking to sign him. Man United making inquiries on Karim Adeyemi. Does it feel right? Does it feel like what we need? He spent most of his time playing as a striker. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. Can play off the striker. Incredibly fast. 22 years of age. German international. Since he's gone to Dortmund from Salzburg, he's shown flashes. He's a talented footballer. It just doesn't feel like the thing we need, personally. But I get it. You need options. Xerxes not being used. So if the manager wants to believe in somebody else as that second striker, or in addition to Šeško, then who are we to say no? But my initial feeling on this is one of bit meh. I think there's a lot of things that we need before we go and get him. But listen, someone just said there, put him left wing back maybe. I don't know. But Adeyemi, talented footballer, incredibly fast. On his day, on his night, absolute nightmare to play against. I remember we played against Dortmund a couple of years ago at the Allegiant Stadium, and he was good. But I don't know. It feels a little bit off. But maybe if it's in addition to a lot of other stuff in the summer, you take it and you say the squad's getting better. So let me know what you guys are saying on this. Karim Adeyemi, yay or nay? Would you take him? What sort of price are you trying to get him for? And what do you think his squad role could be within our team? I want to know what you guys are saying on this. Smash a like on the video. Welcome to United View. Welcome to the Morning View. And happy Friday. Happy Friday to each and every single one of you, man. We got a lot to let you know about in today's stream. We've got a lot of news to get through. A lot's going on.
Yes, a lot's going on. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Morning View. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And Flex, I've been watching. You know me. I keep my eye on things. I keep my eye around, and I've seen people talking about beating Don Robbie. Simply beat Robbie, and you can win a guaranteed share of £50,000. And I said, you know what? I'm in. I said I'm in. Okay. So this show is brought to you by William Hill's Final One Standing, football's ultimate free-to-play eliminator game. Now, some people, to be fair, Flex, are still going strong and are still alive in their existing games. But me, look, I've had a couple of slip-ups this season. Okay? I've been knocked out a couple of times. I had a brilliant start. I was an early backer of Sunderland, first day of the season. People doubted me. And then I think I put my faith in people like Spurs, and I learnt my lesson when it comes to that. But I'm ready to go again. And this time, Flex, it's personal. I'll say, you know what, Don Robbie?
No, wait a minute. Wait.
I can do this, okay? I'm entering the brand new Beat Robbie League. All you've got to do is stay in longer than the Don himself, Don Robbie, and you're guaranteed, Flex, to win a share of £50,000. Some are calling it the easiest win of the season, considering he bottled it for £500,000 by picking Everton. Yes. So Robbie's talking like he's going to go far this time. So if you want to humble him a little bit, outlast him, get him saying these words.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to get him saying those words, you can do so. You can outlast him. And the best part is you can enter the game even if you're playing in another one already. The game's exactly the same. Pick one Premier League team to win. They win, you stay in. They lose or draw, you're out. Remember, once you've picked the team once, you can't use them again. So if you fancy your chances, download the William Hill app, scan the QR code, links in the video description below, all that fun stuff, and you can beat Robbie by November 22nd, which is is that Saturday? Next Saturday?
Yeah, next game, yeah.
At 3 p.m. kickoff. You've got some time during the international break to think about your picks. This is what I'm doing here. We've got a week. We've got a week to kind of think about things.
Go away.
Do some
and
scouting.
Remember, guys, do some scouting. But here's the thing about it. We don't want Don Robbie to go out of the competition early. Because if he goes out too early, there's still going to be tens of thousands of people left for the 50K. We will all get a guaranteed share of it if he went out on match week 1.
Mate.
But there's going to be so much of us in there, the significance of the prize might not be there. What we want is to lure Robbie into a false sense of security. Well done, Don. You're going really well. Pick this team, pick that team. So you get to I don't know, if we could stretch it, 7, 8, believe, 7, 8, 9, 10 game weeks. Yeah, and he's still in. But then there's other people dropping out. And then bang, he's gone. And there's only like 1,000 people left, but there's 50K to share out. That's what.
Could you imagine, Flex, if there was only a left in, then he gets knocked out. You get that guaranteed 50K or share of that guaranteed 50K.
Yep.
He's looking at you. He's going.
Hold on, wait a minute, Flex.
Flex, give me some.
Yeah,
Flex, take me out for Flex. No, hold on. You pick that team, yeah? And you what about what you
should have gone with Everton.
So there you go, man. Yeah, you guys get involved, man. Simply beat Robbie. His final standing by William Hill. It's a lot of fun, and it's very, very easy.
It is.
So, yeah.
It is very easy to do. And remember, though, it's 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. Always gamble responsibly. Full terms and conditions apply. And that all the information is in the video description below, the links, etc., to find out all of the information. Flex, this Adeyemi thing's quite curious, isn't it?
Adeyemi, bring me back to Flay G.
Oh, Flay G somewhere.
Me and KG, if you know, you know. He was our star man.
They got Altan's money and they spent it all, and they still got sacked and ended up at Middlesbrough. Oh, what a time. So this kind of came out of nowhere yesterday from a good friend, Florian Plettenberg, who said that Manchester United have inquired about Karim Adeyemi and obtained information from George Mendes. The situation continues to be monitored. Dortmund, meanwhile, are still pushing to extend Adeyemi's contract, but no agreement has been reached so far. It remains unclear whether Dortmund will actually include a release clause in this new deal if indeed it gets signed. However, Adeyemi and Mendes want to have one included. So once you start hearing stuff, Flex, about contracts, contract extensions, release clauses, you get very weary, don't you, of going, this seems very... we're being used here. Is the Man United name being used once again just to get a new contract, to get a better contract? But there might be a little bit of sort of weight to this one. Having read around a little bit, can't say I'm exactly up to massive speed on all the happenings at Borussia Dortmund. But by all accounts, Adeyemi's had a bit of a public fallout with the manager, Niko Kovac, there at Dortmund. There is also strong connections to people in positions of power at Manchester United as well. You mentioned that, of course, he used to play for Red Bull Salzburg, which means who signed him at Red Bull Salzburg, Flex? Well, that would be the Manchester United Director of Recruitment. Christopher Vival has a strong connection to Karim Adeyemi, signed him for Salzburg. Vival convinced Salzburg to pay £8 million to a third division German club. And now, I don't know if I can say this one. So I'm not SPVGG Unterhaching, when Adeyemi was only 16. A decision, of course, that proved to be an inspired move because Salzburg then sold Adeyemi for £33 million, turning a huge profit and justifying their investment in the teenager. And of course, he went on to play in the Champions League final for Borussia Dortmund. So you go, well, okay, you got, Vival. Vival's got connections there, a bit similar to how we signed Benjamin Šeško, and Vival's got the links there to Leipzig, and the Red Bull situation worked with him in the past. But we're weary of players we've signed from Dortmund in the past not really working out. Jadon Sancho, Mkhitaryan, which you could say
Kagawa
did
all right. No, he won the league, but it's like
wasn't there for very long, was he? Wasn't there for a long period of time.
Who else? Didn't Sabitzer? No, he was from RB.
That was well, we got him on loan from Bayern Munich, I think it was, wasn't it? Bayern Munich, and then he went to Dortmund.
RB Leipzig. Oh no, we got them from Leipzig to Bayern, and it didn't work. Yeah. And then we took him on loan, and now he's at Dortmund. Right, okay, yeah,
exactly. So I don't know. I'm still in that phase. I said a couple of days ago, where I'm like,
hard,
well, and also we're hearing a lot of stuff. One day, mate, we're not gonna get any signings in January. Don't expect any. We're not gonna do it because of AFCON. And then it's kind of, but they still might sign someone if they became available, if they're a target. So the question is Adeyemi actually a target, or is it just noise?
Here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Target or just noise. I think, like I said at the top of the show, it feels, because we know what our priorities are, of like, the next transfer must be this. But actually, when you think about it, in light of how we've been talking, in light of how we've been coaching ourselves to be recently about keeping calm and letting it, let it all work out. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. We're doing. You don't know. You know that song.
Let it all work out.
Oh, and you know that song. It's from the Eze. You could say, give it, no.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, yeah. You know that. You've heard it. Just play it quickly in your headphones. You'll go, oh, I've heard that chorus before. On the Eze reveal,
I don't listen. I don't watch Eze reveals, Flex.
Well, no, because it was just everywhere. It was just.
I'm not watching Eze reveals.
Even on the radio, or just on an advert, or like you just
the radio.
All right, not the radio. The algorithm, just something. You've seen a meme, or you've heard.
Have you seen my algorithm? Have you seen my algorithm? It's largely filled with old school sort of 1990s wrestling and an occasional.
Yeah, but it's probably. But you know what, Owen? It's probably such a rinse song. Like Show said, it's probably been on like one of your like WWE. Someone done a thing of remember that time where Undertaker came back as American Badass, and it all worked out, and they put this song. Like, it's that much of a song, bro. It's like, it's just the chorus bit, though. Like, no, never heard it before in his life. Look at him. He hasn't got a clue, has he? Look at his puzzled face.
Well, here's a short of Eze walking out.
Get the chorus, like.
I don't. Immediately, I've paused it immediately because I don't know.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it there. Yeah, I don't even know why we're okay. Well, that anyway. Yeah. Because we've been trying to be calm and do that and let it all work out. That was the reference, but it went. Don't worry. Now you know. Now you do know that song.
I probably, if I heard it again, I still probably wouldn't know what it was. I've heard it already. True. It's just, it's in there, and I've just gone. This is no use to me. This is gone.
Okay.
What song?
Right. Okay. Let it all work out. Right. Yeah. Anyway, back to the thing I was saying.
Yes. Sorry.
Because we've trained ourselves to be a bit different. The Adeyemi thing is like, the order of ceremonies might be different. So like, there might be an opportunity to get him fairly quick, or, in addition, like Xerxes left, and it's like, as the backup striker or another squad, we want him. He can play in one of the 2-10 positions. I'm confident of that. Not me, like Ruben saying, like, yeah, we can convert him into that. He might be able to play wing back. He can play up front, that's for sure. He spent most of his games playing up front. He's very quick. He's direct. Give us something different. So we'll add him to our armory. Doesn't mean we're not going to get Elliot Anderson or a central midfielder. Doesn't mean we're not going to get a centre back. Doesn't mean we're not going to get a left wing back in the summer. Do you know what I mean? So we can get a bit caught up in, but that's not what we need now. We need to get this and we need to get that. So from that point of view, if you said you're going to get rid of Xerxes and you're going to get someone, because we need to get another striker that the manager rates, don't we? That's what we do, because it isn't Xerxes, is it? And at the moment, I don't like Cunha playing up there at all. I think it takes away from his game.
You're not?
No, I think for like something like the Liverpool game, the odd game, like a game here or there. Like, I'm probably being a little bit short-sighted because he was particularly bad against Spurs, and that ideally probably would have went how it went against Liverpool was the plan, and it didn't for him individually. But I don't really. I just prefer him to be in his left 10 like he was at Wolves. That's his position. Let's just keep him there. Let's go and get the other specialists. Go and get the actual, spend the money on the actual positions. So if you said, this is just the striker that, Jason Wilcox, Vavell, and Ruben have gone, listen, we believe in him, and if you trust me, he'll be good, this, that, and the other. Then, that's where we, keep calm and we go, right, okay, that's what the decision they've made. We've got 2 young strikers now. We've got Benjamin Sesko. We've got Karim Adeyemi. They are completely different in terms of profile. So that's something. They give you completely different things.
Yeah.
And there are 2 strikers. Then you go and get your midfield. So I'm not like, oh my God, what are they doing? Why? We haven't seen any prices yet. This is early stages. This may not even come to fruition. But he is talented, but I think we are so scarred by, like you say, the Dortmund tax, Bundesliga tax, players coming from there and struggling. Alarm bells are going because we're like, oh, are they going to do this thing again of buying players we don't need and neglect the ones we do? And there isn't really anything to say that if they buy Adeyemi, though, they're not going to have enough money for a central mid. They wouldn't do that now. I'm fairly confident that the ducks are going to be in order. So, Yeah, I mean, MUF says there, Adeyemi is a pure winger like Garnacho. But when you actually look at his stats and look at his numbers, he's played more games up front than anywhere else as a striker. He's played over like 130 odd games up front, isn't he? 120 odd games.
Yeah,
And like between 50 odd on the wings. He's quite versatile.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of his stats in front of me now.
Not a high volume scorer,
season. Is he? No, that season at Salzburg before he went to Dortmund, obviously is why it turned a lot of heads. He got played 44 times, 23 goals, 11 assists. That's a total GF 34, which you then go for a guy that's a teenager at the time. There we go. You know, you're getting another, Haaland-esque, someone who's putting in numbers. Since he's gone to Dortmund, I mean, he's been there 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th season. He's only ever got double figures once, which was last season, and that was 12 goals, 7 assists, 19 GA. The rest have been single digit goals, 9, 5, 3 so far. So it's still a long way to go, you feel like, for him, but he's still also young. Like I said, but the thing that kind of I'm a bit sort of leery. Is that a word? Weary? Leery? Weary? Leery?
Oh, you're doing a flex special. Leery is not the word. I think weary is the word. Weary. I'm a bit weary. I would say one is apprehensive, nervous about something. Weary.
Yeah.
Not leery is. I mean, David O'Leary is the only Leary I've kind of.
The reason I'm a bit David O'Leary on this. The reason I'm a bit Dermot O'Leary on this.
Oh, I like that, Dermot O'Leary. There you go.
Nice.
They're the only Learys I know.
No. Dennis Leary is a common
don't know him.
He plays one of the characters in Ice Age. The point is,
right. Okay. Getting sidetracked here. Yeah.
The reason I'm weary on this one is because the chatter then points to straight away, yeah, but contract, and he wants a new contract, and Dortmund want to keep him to a new contract. That seems very much like, he probably wants to stay at Dortmund, but he wants a pay rise. And what do you do if you want a pay rise? You use Manchester United, don't you? You just go, United are interested. And you go, right, okay, they'll sign a new contract. So that's the reason I'm a little bit skeptical on it. I don't like the situation of he's falling out with the coach, maybe some issues, some discipline issues. Oof, is that going to rear its head? But that's at one club with one coach. It might be a totally different thing, I suppose, at United. One thing's for certain. Amarim won't take any shit. We've seen that, haven't we? With, players that maybe get on the wrong side of him. So I don't know if that's necessarily stuff to worry about. And like I said, the Val connection there, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. If Val's got connections to signing him in the past, he might go back, which is funny, isn't it? Because, like, for instance, Erik ten Hag, who like signing ex-players, red flag. Val signing ex-players, go on. They've worked.
Yeah, exactly. Don't mind it.
Val's exactly. So I don't know. Here's the question, though. Who would you rather have? Would you rather have Joshua Zirkzee, or would you rather have Adeyemi in the team?
Well,
in the squad, excuse me.
I mean, we haven't got a chance to see Adeyemi with us, so you're going off a hypothetical.
You all laughed at me, Fleck. You all laughed at me.
Wow,
Leery.
such a word. But you wasn't sure because you backed out straight away. You wasn't even sure.
I wasn't sure. But
doesn't that mean weary though? Weary.
I've
Isn't weary cautious
in the right context? Leery, cautious or wary due to realistic suspicions. I used it perfectly.
So do you know what? It means the same as wary.
So
this game, this show,
somewhere in the back of my brain,
it was stored.
In the back of my Oxfordshire dome here. Yeah, it was correct.
Is that real? Let me have a look at this. Leery definition.
Yes.
Leery
I must have been on the
definition.
right track because I've used it in the right context. If it was just completely easy, it meant something else.
Carol, I can confirm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is the difference between Leery and... Oh, there's two different spellings, though. Both Leery and Leery, they both mean the same thing. You can spell it Leary, we would accept. Or Leery, we would accept.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To be suspicious, wary, or cautious of something or someone because you don't fully trust them. And that's exactly what you meant. So.
That's exactly what I meant. It's exactly.
Right context.
So
right context.
Get me on, as Court says, get me on Dictionary Corner and Countdown. with what's her face, Susie. I forget her last name.
I can't remember
with her little dictionary camera as well. You know, I can do that. Pointless.
Yeah.
I watch that most evenings now. Get me on there. Yeah, nice.
Fairs.
KG
We all
was
stand
a pointless
corrected.
answer once.
Why? What? Just in general, his name or?
No. It was like actors who have appeared in more than 3 episodes of Ted Lasso.
No.
Yeah.
What? And Kevin Gary was on the thing.
Pointless answer. Yeah.
Oh, because not a lot of people would have got it. But
it's a good. You're on the show. But they asked 100 people and everyone went who. But pointless answer.
Shout out KG, bro. Shout out KG. He's on season 4 right now. He's filming.
Yeah,
Kevin the comedian Gary. I want to see what he. Do you know what? I bet you. I don't know. Maybe not. He might have time. But when he sees this news, he might do like Adeyemi. He will remember the FIFA thing and really, you know. I don't think he would have done it yet because this only happened yesterday. He's been really busy over the last couple of days, but I reckon he would. I reckon he would. I don't know. I need to. But when we were doing doubles FIFA at the studio, like it was wicked. And Adeyemi was our guy. Like him and Magic Mike, him and Mike in the goal were like our 2 star signings. Obviously, Osimhen as well. Because we bought Osimhen, Isak, Adeyemi. We had a stupid.
Do you see? Speaking of KG, that Nigeria, they're in the finals of the
because they beat up Gabon, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Cameroon they got one game
out.
away now, isn't it? Yeah, they
Cameroon
lost against who they lose against?
DR Congo, isn't it?
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's team. Oh,
and they would have been so they would have been facing Nigeria in the final of that qualifiers then. Yeah, but they didn't.
So now it's Congo against Nigeria to see who goes.
Yeah.
Good game that.
Yeah.
Good game that. And Nigeria were struggling, looking like they had to win that game by 4, and it did. What journey. Yeah. And my country, Jamaica, actually, we'll talk about that in a different second in a sec. But we drew. We drew, and yours, of course. Of course, it's all out of many one people, Owen, as they're saying. So
exactly.
We are one.
Exactly.
Basically, we drew last night against Trinidad and Tobago, Dwight York's team, and Curacao won. So here is how it's going to go on the final match day for the Reggae Boys to get to their first World Cup since '98, their only appearance in the World Cup. We have to. It's as simple as this. We must beat Curacao. That's the only way. If they get a draw or beat us, obviously they're through. They can draw.
Yeah.
But we have to beat them. We must beat them. That's it. That's the mission. Go and win the game, and you are there. Don't worry about other results. Beat them, and we will be there. Oh, England and Jamaica at the World Cup whilst doing please, guys, man. Everything we've been through with the hurricane, like it would just be such a big lift for the nation. Like after everything that's gone on, you know, I'm not saying we deserve it more than anyone else, but like it would just be it would just unite everyone. As well. Steve McLaren at the World Cup, bro. Like
seal it up,
man. And it's true. Like he ain't been great. He ain't. But because of really what's happened is because of the expansion of more teams, and then there's 3 host nations as well. It's made there be a lot more spaces, as we've seen. Like all the smaller countries are getting a little, which is great. So. Yeah, man. Please, please beat Curacao. Please, bro. Please. But staying with Jamaica, of course. So today, we got the One Love stream. That's a 12-hour stream on DR. I'm going to be making an appearance between sort of 12:30 and 2-ish. There's a whole big itinerary. I even saw Denise Lewis is
nice.
coming on. Because she's really good friends. She's really good friends with Robbie and one of my other aunties as well. She's been in the family for ages. Anyway, she's coming on later on, but there's a whole stream, as you can see there. Mark's coming on later on with Robbie. They're doing their show. X is going to be on. KG is going to be on. You can see Cecil there, myself, and loads more people. That's going on for 12 hours. Make sure you guys check it out today. It's from 12 till 12. And the donation link is in the video description below. And obviously, when you go onto that stream, everything will be there. What we are doing as well is we are piggybacking on top of that as well. So on Monday night, we are doing ours. Get Up, Stand Up as well. This is our charity stream. It's going to be the same pot of donations. So the link will be the same. The GoFundMe page will be the same. We thought, actually, rather than have all separate stuff, we're all kind of one family. Let's just do it all in one. So when you donate to DR or donate to ours, it will go into that same pot. And yes, already confirmed, as you can see there, in the top of that corner, very faintly, I've spoken to my good friend Rory Jennings. He says, an absolute honor, Flex. I will be there. Absolute honor. Absolutely.
The way he talks.
Oh, do you see? Just quickly, I'll say it after because Rory was so. Actually, I'll say it now.
It will be an honor, and it'll be absolutely spectacular.
This is him. It was so funny. Adam McCullough, big up Adam, on their show on the kickoff. Not kickoff. Sorry, that was the old show. What's their one called again now?
Club.
The Club. Sorry, the Club. My God, not the kickoff. The Club. Don't want to get myself in trouble. The Club. They go. Adam McCullough goes to Rory. What do you think of Rob Edwards? He goes, Judas bastard. No, and they were busting up. He was like, no, and I'm sorry. Did Middlesbrough move? Did Middlesbrough just change location? He said that he wants to be closer to his family. He took a job in Middlesbrough away from his family. Got there and said it's too far from his family. I'm sorry. Did Middlesbrough just move location? I want them to go down. I want them to go down. He proper will for in between this. But anyway, Rory will be on the show. My good friend Darren Brent. I've had a good chat with him. He's coming on. As you can see, HP, Harry Pinero, HP like the sauce. He's coming on for a good few hours as well. So HP's coming on. KG's going to be there. Owen's going to be there. You can see Culture Cams. He's in Miami, but said, send me the link, bro. We'll try and jump in. My good friend with the microphone right there, Terminal 4. If you know, you know. Shout out Terminal 4. He will be on as well, doing big things. And loads of other people as well as the red carpet. So we will have the red carpet during that time. In fact, the guys in the red carpet are probably watching this now going, oh, really? Because I haven't put the message in the group yet. But those guys, it will be 7 to 8, but we'll start from 6 p.m. There'll be FIFA. There'll be quizzes. There'll be just vibes. There'll be everything. So, yes, Monday 17th, 6 p.m. till late. You guys spend some time with us. Spread the word. If you can't donate, that's absolutely fine. Please just share. We just want as many of you guys in the room for as long as possible, helping us. So yeah, all good, guys. That's what's going on.
I've got a funny Rory story.
A
couple of years ago, around Christmas time, I was I blamed my dad's cooking. I got gastroenteritis, so I was out of commission for a couple of days, right? For a couple of days out of commission. So I've just got, the TV on, in and out, like consciousness, feeling ill. And for some reason, I was on like a BBC thing. There was old episodes of Doctor Who coming on, right?
Oh,
and, yeah. And then I thought I'd taken a really serious turn for the worse, because I thought, I was looking around. I went, that's Rory on my screen. I went, Rory's talking to David Tennant. And then I sort of, immediately, I'm like scrabbling for my phone. I'm going, typing it in. I'm going, who's in an episode of Doctor Who?
Yeah. He's a real life actor. He's in EastEnders as well.
I was a proper like, oh, this is, Owen, you need to call like an ambulance or something like that. Like you're delirious. You're seeing things. No, he's in an episode of Doctor Who. And in the episode,
he was.
Like, TVs were eating people's faces. It was unbelievable.
Rory, it comes from stage school. He's real life actor. Like he was in. There's an episode, quite a few episodes, where he's in EastEnders in the chip shop with Heather. Like he's a real life actor. Yeah,
honestly, it was crazy. It was crazy.
He did kind of have the same vocab. He did kind of have the same like voice.
Yeah, in it.
Like that's why he talks how he talks.
That episode was set in like the 50s or something like that. They travel back into like the 50s or something like that. Yeah, so he's proper like. But it was funny, especially when you know him now. You sort of go like, "You're Doctor Who."
Yeah,
like I said, the same guy said Erling Haaland's gonna be a flop. It's brilliant.
Yeah. That is the one Rory Jennings. So he will be here on Monday. Tabra says, Owen, ask Flex to say Bezarek.
Is that really how you said that?
Well, yeah, because we were talking about anime, and then they said something like, "Oh, have you seen this one called Berserk?" But I didn't read it as Berserk. I read it as, but like some not what that says. And it just went down. Yeah, that's what happened.
There's that, and there's that's just mispronunciation. The other one is fielding an ineligible player. That's the one that you can't do.
I hate that one. No, yeah, no. Even thinking about it now makes me worry.
I remember you said to me as well, because it was that back whenever it was, and you couldn't say it, and then you said that you were doing a live thing on TalkSport, and it was in there. And you just mumbled through it really quickly. It came around, and you just went, "Field an eligible player." We're going to go to because you knew it was going to be too much.
Fielding an eligible player. Yeah, it's not easy. I just nah. It's auto cue, no auto cue. That's just a tongue twister for me. I think it's fielding a player who couldn't play. Onto other news.
I just imagine you sitting there, seeing it come up, and go, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
I can't
proper
say this.
Ron Burgundy, bro. Proper.
Yeah.
Terrence Pace said, just wanted to give a big shout out to United women's team for a fantastic win against PSG. Yeah, they won 2-1. It was 1-0 at one stage as well. That was a really good game. Saw the highlights.
Yeah.
Also, Lammens might start for Belgium with Thibaut injured. Oh, is he injured? Is he?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. He might start.
Yeah.
I also saw
because with someone like Lammens, go on.
Yeah. No, I saw the United women's team as well. Mary Up's very much a villain, isn't she?
Hold
very
that.
much a villain.
Yeah. Hold that. Where's your book now? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, quite opposite.
That,
couldn't hold that.
Couldn't hold that. Yeah, exactly. You should have held that. But guess what? You lost. Write that in your book and smoke it.
Yeah. I lost. And then smoke it.
Yeah. Also, Lammens might start for Belgium. Yeah, with Lammens, actually, obviously, he's young. So Lommens. Sonny Lommens.
Lommens.
It's a great position for him to be in terms of what a person to learn off in the national team. That's really gonna. You talk about things that could be beneficial for us going to international duty and soaking in like a sponge all of that knowledge and wisdom from somebody like Thibaut Courtois, world-class goalkeeper. The only thing is that he's probably going to have to wait really long to be their number one, because how old's Courtois now? Is he showing any signs of like...
Been around for
ages, he just could be like a... what's his name? The German.
He's 33. I mean, he could play till like he's 40. I don't think he's going to be like Buffon and then play till he's like.
But what's the other? What's the German guy again? Why is it
Neuer?
on my head?
Neuer.
I mean, he's been around for donkeys as well. It's like it's a tough art for Lommens, but it will still make him a better keeper being in and around him every international camp and starting for Man United every single game. So yeah, good for him. And Aminor says, did you see Troop's 24-hour streams? I did. Ligue 1 is silly. I didn't see Ligue 1 being silly, but I saw how the great work that those boys did with Aubameyang on the stream.
I tell you what,
it was wicked, really good, man.
Have you seen? So obviously, Aubameyang went on there and he was like, "Oh, the Chelsea move was a mistake."
Yeah,
and all this kind of stuff. That's made like proper headlines, hasn't it? That's made like
because it is. I mean, someone as big as him saying I shouldn't have gone there. The only reason I went there was because Barca had to sell me or Memphis. And I said, right, I'll go there for my family. Like, I'll just go there because it's the only place I can go. And he goes, his biggest mistake. And he goes, I thought Giroud went there. So I thought, Troops and the boys were like, nah, man, like that's the different type of love we had for you. So it's good. That just show like the power of this whole space.
Yeah.
Like, people like Troops that have been in it for ages. The relationship, when he started the Obama Blood Clot Young, that was like, these are iconic lines. And the fact that, what I'm saying, he has that love with Oba as well, to then come on the stream all these years later, probably still keep in contact. Sick. And all in a great cause as well. Do you know what I mean? Plus some journalistic stuff in there as well, of like, all the people are picking up the lines now of like, oh, that's a bit of an insight. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't go to the Daily Mirror and say that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
that's what I mean. That's
That's
what's interesting, isn't it? I think that maybe other players can kind of learn from that. Of like, it doesn't have to be a formal interview setting all the time, and this thing that's constructed and crafted. I mean, Aubameyang's actually like laying down when he's on that stream, ready. You know what I mean? On his phone or whatever. So
he ain't even in portrait.
No, exactly. Just but makes headlines.
There's something that makes it refreshing about like. It's not all prim and proper. Just pull up, bro. Just get the link. Just jump in and run them. Like,
and even swears in it. It's like, he goes, "Oh, big fucking mistake." Mistake, And
that's the real stuff we want to see, man. So big up to I saw the guys that were in there. Big up to all of the boys that was on that stream. Just, yeah, man, 24-hour streaks did that stream for. It's crazy. So big up to them. Where are we actually likes wise? In fact, let's get the likes. Let's get the likes up, guys. We've got 200. Where are we at? Oh, it's doing that thing again. That stupid little chip. We've got 144.
We're not even 150. If you haven't already clicked the like
guys.
button, let's get to 200. Let's get the likes up. Flex, I don't know if you've spoken at length about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's comments yesterday on stick to football. He had a few things to say about Scott McTominay, saying that he was shocked we sold him. James and myself on Traffic Talk last night spoke a little bit about this. He said that he was shocked. He says, I think you need a core of local players who know and understand the club. He's shown in Italy what a super player he is. He has an excellent personality that you want within his club. He also spoke about maybe, well, if he's such a great player, why didn't you play him in that position then? And he said, in my squad, Scotty probably wasn't allowed to play in his best position enough. He was asked, was that because of Bruno? Maybe, yeah, Bruno, because ... And maybe the lack of physicality we had in midfield and the legs we had in midfield. You saw a couple of games against Leeds where we said, Scott, this is a man-to-man game, and we're going to have you running off your man. Third man, run up, back through, and he'll score 2, 3. You referenced when he scored those goals against Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds. Which leads to the question, because we love a bit of revisionism in the Manchester United fan base. Was selling Scott McTominay a mistake, Flex?
Yeah, we did touch on this on the What the Devil podcast yesterday. Me and Alice and Dylan. It's a good chat. And Alice was great on it. She was saying we do this revisionism all the time. I said, look, the only problem that we had with Scott McTominay is we played him in the wrong position, and Bruno came to this football club as well. If Bruno never came, obviously hypothetically, because Bruno's come on to do great things, so we're talking in hindsight and revisionism, right? Scott McTominay was never supposed to be playing in central midfield, in my opinion. You know, as like a deep line, you know, or a pivot, or we saw that you didn't get completely misprofiled. You know, but when he was here and we had to watch him next to Fred every single week, no, he doesn't want to take the ball off the back four and, you know, pass between the lines and tempo set the game and make progressive passes. And, you know, he is physical enough to get about the pitch and make interceptions and get after people. Yes, he is a great pro, great personality, loves the club, understands the club. So he's a good teammate to have, run through brick walls for you. But he was extremely limited in that position, you know. But the season just before we sold him, like Joe says there, what happened? He was a super sub, essentially coming on and playing just off the front and saying, go get in the box, kid. Go get us some goals. And he got like double figures. We got like 10 goals in his last season before, you know, and saved us some points. So for me, the problem with Scott McTominay was never that he's a terrible player. He's just misprofiled and was not a good number 6 or, you know, deeper lying midfielder. And I said to the guys on What the Devil, if Scott McTominay had been, because they was like, yeah, if, you know, we have sold him for much more than what we got. We probably got maximum, you know, that's this, that, and the other. But I flipped the question. I said, if Scott McTominay was at Napoli with Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen and just playing in that 10, doing what he's doing now, and one of the best players in Serie A, how much would he be worth in the European market? And they were like, oh, yeah, actually, he'd probably be worth like 50 odd million. Like, you know what I mean? That's the difference.
Imran mentions it here. He scored a goal the other weekend. It was a volley.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It was brilliant. He had no right to score it. He's miles out from goal. And you think, oh, he's just going to hold the ball up. He just smashes it in the back.
He's doing things that are like real life 10s, like real life goal scorers. That's his position.
And that's what it goes back to. Swap out the name, swap out the person. If it's some European talent or like South American talent that scores that goal for Napoli, we're going £100 million player, mate. That is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I think it's just the fact that he's McTominay, you know, Scottish. You know, the majority of his career is, like you said, played in that sort of defensive role, which he's not really that. I go back.
But here's that, Owen. Just that though, Owen. He was terrible at United, but credit for him to improve in his game. Like, I don't think he's improved his game. I think he was always capable of this. He just didn't get the stage and position. I don't
think a bit of confidence. I think confidence. I mean, I think it also helps being under. He's been under a very good coach in Conte, who knows how to. Conte has also transformed players. I remember Antonio Conte made Victor Moses a Premier League winning wing back, and was legitimately that season they won the Prem, like one of the best players in the Premier League. And people were like, Victor Moses at wing back, what the hell? So Conte does have that about him, even though he might be on his way out now from Napoli. I just think it's similar to the De Gea one with us, and we've done this a few times with players that we've moved on in the past. It wasn't necessarily a mistake to sell Scott McTominay. It wasn't necessarily a mistake to move on David De Gea. It was the right move. It's about who you replace them with. Who do you bring in after? So in the De Gea situation, it was Andre Onana comes in. So it makes the decision to let De Gea go look really bad because who you've brought in is the shits. And you're like, this isn't helping us. Scott McTominay, it was never really like for like anyway, but it was like, oh, McTominay goes, right, we've got the money to get in Ugarte now. And it's like, first of all, they're not really comparable players, and jury's out on Ugarte. There's already rumours he could be going, second season. You've got 2 seasons to prove yourself. Laurie Whitwell saying, isn't he, that, Amrim sort of said that maybe he's dropped his standards or he's not the player that he was Sporting, etc., etc. So when you're comparing who came in after McTominay and you're talking about Ugarte, you're going, well, McTominay offered us more than Ugarte did. He contributed more to the team. I think what also didn't help McTominay, and we spoke about this last night on Trafford Talk, is that so he would come on, score these kind of clutch goals or late goals. We were like, brilliant, I tell you what, McTominay, he's making a habit of this, coming on, scoring goals. Then he would start the next game, but he wouldn't be starting the next game in the role that he came on to do.
Position.
So when he came on with 15, 20 minutes left, it was right, we're chasing the game or we're looking to win the game or something like that. Just, Scott, get in the box, second balls, see if you can get in and around it. If you get the ball at your feet, take a shot, make something happen, which you can do as a super sub when you're chasing the game. But then when you're starting the next game, he's not going to be told that straight from the start, is he? Oh, just get into the box and knock second balls, whatever. You're going to be like, well, midfield, you're going to have to put your foot on the ball. And his passing ability is still not great. You know what I mean? The passing ability, he's not his game. Put it this way. If you put him in this team right now, you'd be like, well, okay, goes in there for... Who's he going for?
Where does he play? That's the problem. To play him as like a left 10 or a right 10. No, because you can't play him in central midfield. So you go, exactly. You'd have to play left or right 10. He's not better than Bumo. He's not better than Cunha. Well, you would... His stats and stuff right now would suggest he's better than Cunha, like in the world stage.
But this is what I mean.
As a person playing just off the front. But where would he? He wouldn't play now.
His time at United, he was considered to be a 6, in midfield. Yeah. So that would be going in to replace Casemiro at the moment, and he can't really pass the ball. Or at the same time, like I said, he's sort of playing off the striker. He's a 10, but in this system, he's not really a 10. So it probably wouldn't work. And the reality is, would we be talking this much about him if whoever we brought in after the fact was really... Let's say we sold McTominay, but we signed Bryan Mbeumo. We wouldn't be having is it a mistake? We'd go, no, we got Bryan Mbeumo. It's a really good sign, and we're happy with this one. It's because we didn't, replace him with someone better, and he's gone on to do... I don't think anyone thought he was going to do what he has done at Napoli, right? No one thought... he might win Serie A under Conte, fair, but not for, win Serie A, be MVP of the league, which is a huge credit to him. It really is a huge credit. And again, I do stand by the fact that, swap out the name and the player, doing what he did last season and what he's continued to do this season. I think the conversation surrounding him just sort of globally would be totally different because, when you win, put it like you said, if it's Kvaratskhelia, Napoli win the league and that he's the MVP, people are like, bloody, he's amazing. Unbelievable player. Because it's McTominay, it's not a prettier picture, is it? You know what I mean? I think with him, but the goals he's been scoring are ridiculous.
Yeah, but it shows you're talking overall. We're acting like we were title challengers with McTominay here. We failed with him. We're failing without him. Yeah, but you're talking about the broader spectrum. We're talking about the individual and what he's doing now versus the position we were playing with him in. Nobody's saying that. Tell you what, we should bring him back, or tell you what, we were really good with him. He nearly won the league. We're not saying that. What we're saying is let's discuss the individual. Why could we not get that out of him? And we couldn't. We were playing him as a flipping next to Fred, bro. McFred is what the thing was. No license to go forward. Sit here, protect, get the ball back, set the tone. Like, that's not his game. So we just misprofiled him. It's that simple. Full stop. That's it. Done.
And the thing worth pointing out, though, as well, because I know people will then be like, oh, wow, it's because, like Solskjaer said there, well, because Bruno is in the team, he couldn't play in the 10, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty confident if Bruno Fernandes went to Napoli and played in the position that McTominay played off the striker, I think Bruno would have done just as well, if not better, you know what I mean, in Serie A and scoring goals, contributing to the game. So let's not pretend that, like, oh, actually, McTominay was amazing and it was just Bruno holding him down kind of thing. And if Bruno wasn't in this team, then McTominay would have speared us to a Premier League title. I think that if Bruno had gone to Napoli, he'd have done similar numbers and, got MVP of the league, because that's what Bruno's done in that position, right, as well. So, but I think it's a huge credit to McTominay, massive credit. Yeah, and to be honest, if I was him, I'd be like, wow, it's the best move I've ever made. If I was him talking to other players that were on the fence about it, I'd be like, mate, leave, go to other places.
Be an advocate. He could be an advocate for doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? So big him up, man. He's done really well. Bruno must rotate next season, per The Athletic. Says Aminor. Have they done a piece saying that? It's going to be a rotational basis next year. Bruno, see. And Aminor says, I would bring Scotty back as backup number 9. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we should do that, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying when he's playing up front.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You have to see.
Yeah. But Imran mentions it there, Flex, yeah? I bet Cobby looks at the situation with, McTominay at Napoli and goes,
probably dying to get out of it. Probably dying to get out of it. But
then, at the same time, like I said, I remember, and this is where you do have to be careful with, when players leave the bubble of Manchester United, and particularly the bubble of Manchester United and then in the Premier League, and they go to another country. We did this with Sancho when he went to Dortmund on loan. We only hear when they're doing well. So, with Højlund, initially at Napoli, scored some goals. Here we see Højlund, I told you he was good, blah, 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 blah. It's now gone off the boil. I think Napoli haven't scored in their last 3 games or something. And there's been some criticism of, actually, I'm not sure if he's that, Højlund. And we as fans don't really hear that much about that. You know what I mean? That doesn't make as many headlines. So we always have to be a bit careful. We always have to be a bit careful with that. Like I said, with the Sancho one when he went to Dortmund, remember that? Sancho watches, he got an assist on his debut, then went quite quiet for a little bit.
No, he got man of the match against PSG. They were they got to the final, remember?
Didn't hear those parts of it. So, yeah, you always have to be a little bit
The agendas will agenda.
Yes, exactly. You always have to be a little bit careful with those ones when they leave the bubble. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, people. Right, I think we've covered everything. Just one last reminder, people. Of the stream. The stream's coming up. Obviously, today we've got the DR one. Please lock in. Show some love. If you can donate, that's amazing. If you can't, please just grace us with your presence and interaction in the chat. And just share it. Just share it. Each one, teach one. Share it onto people that you may know on your social media, or if you don't have social media, just share it in your WhatsApp groups, etc. To your friends, family. And then so that's going on today. Myself, Expressions there. You can see obviously Robbie, KG is going to be in there. Cecil, Mark's going to be making an appearance, as well as will be so many other people throughout the 12 hours. And then on Monday from 6 p.m. We will be having our Get Up, Stand Up live stream here on United View as well. You can see some familiar faces there. Benty's coming through. Shout out HP like the Source, Harry Pinero. Rory's coming through. KG and Owen obviously will be there. Culture Cams is out in Miami, but he's like, listen, send me the link. My good friend Terminal 4 is going to pull up. And of course, we will have the red carpet through that as well. So the guys who are going to be on the red carpet will be there for as long as they want to be. It's going to be good fun. There's guests, there's quizzes, there's vibes, there's EAFC. There's all of that good stuff, man. And we are sort of joining the same pot that DR are using as well. So it's all going to be one big pot of money that we can raise to send back home to help, rebuild Jamaica in the areas and parishes and communities that need it.
Maybe I should get some Jamaican food that I can eat on stream on Monday, Flex. I can try some Jamaican, some Jamaican cuisine.
Well, you're very far away. Maybe, Yeah, we'll have to.
And I can, so for my, I mean, in terms of my food shop comes tomorrow, I can see what they've got.
Because on today's one, yeah, exactly. Did you know what? Aminor says, good question. Who is Terminal 4? Show rather rudely who the F is Terminal 4. Don't say that about my boy. But Terminal 4, yeah. Terminal 4, because it's
very aggressive, wasn't it?
Forget. I know, a bit aggressive.
This is my friend Terminal 4. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How about you, Show? Who are you, Show? Yeah.
Who are you?
But listen, obviously from my music side, the DJing side, he's a very, very successful house host, MC, doing big things. Google him. You know what I'm saying? Google him. Listen to some of his sets with Pioneer and Super D, but Terminal 4 is doing so much great things. So big him up. He's a really clean-hearted guy. Love him. Big up, man. So he's gonna come on as well. Big Arsenal fan as well. There you go. Courts knows that's one of the lyrics. It's not Terminal 1. It's not Terminal 2. It's not Terminal 3. It's Terminal 4. Anyway, he's coming on later on. So there you go. As well as many other people on Monday as well. Still more people to add to that list as well, by the way. I'm still waiting to hear back from so many people as well. Minute Football says, Deadass thought you meant Culture Cams was going to join the stream from Terminal 4 at Heathrow. I like what you did there, Minna. I like what you did there. But no, didn't mean it that way around. And Minna's on as well. Minna's going to be joining the stream as well. As are loads of people that I haven't even contacted yet, or I'm waiting for responses back. So if you're watching this thinking, oh, Flex ain't shout me, like, no worry yourself. Yeah, don't worry yourself. All right, people, big up. I think we've covered everything. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm just looking. I could get some Jamaican jerk chicken patties. I can get a
that's it. Yeah, you can get that in your local stores.
A Sunrise Bakery Caribbean spice bun. I can get that.
Yeah. Oh, you can get bun and cheese. Actually, get yourself some. Do you like cheese?
Yeah. I like cheese. Yeah, I just kind of
cheddar cheese. Get bun and cheese.
Jerk seasoning. West Indian pepper sauce.
Hot pepper sauce. Yeah.
There's two different ways of saying this. I want to get the right one. Plantain.
Good man. Good man.
Plantain chips. I can get those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make sure you get some of them. Jamaicans and Caribbeans will tell you it's called plantain. Africans will say
I can get oxtail and rice, like a ready meal. I can get something like that. There you go.
Yeah, but the only thing is, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. The supermarket, when they start doing curry,
it's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as good.
Not. But for the purposes of what we're doing, you know what? Yeah. I wouldn't. On a normal day, I would say to you, absolutely not. I'll drive up to your yard. I don't care how far it is. I'll bring you the proper thing. But for this, you can do it. You can do it. But them other things are a bit more, original. So,
I'll have a spread. I'll have a spread. I'll have a Caribbean spread.
And that's what's happening on DR today as well. There's food for people throughout the day, Caribbean food. So that's even some Greek food as well. But yeah. Oh, whoa, Ebenezer, get the hell out of here. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Plantain.
Tell them, Courts. Tell them, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Little plantain, man. About plantain. Get the hell out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't call it a mountain, do they? No, they don't.
No,
they don't. So, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, big up. You've got all the info about the streams. We'll keep pushing this anyway, reminding you guys. We've got the Trinity later on as well. After I leave DR, I'll be on there as well. So
yeah, will it be at 4?
Yeah. KG's already said to me he's leaving with enough time to do what we would normally do. I'm leaving DR with enough time to do what we would normally do. That's why I'm leaving there at 2. So I'll get
okay. So 4:30, guys. 4:30 we'll do later.
No. Well, I don't know what everyone else is on. I will be ready for Trinity at 4 p.m. I will be there.
Okay.
Right. KG has told me he will be there, and I trust that you will be there. So we will see. All right, guys. Trinity, 4 o'clock. Be there. We'll be square. Lakers, guys. We're out of it. Peace.